that man.
Yeah, baby.
Came in here. So what you do today, bro?
I came to play locals, only 4 rounds, but got first.
Yeah.
Pure snake eye.
Clap me up. It was so bad. You'll see the videos and
Something
all
like
that
that.
stuff.
I'm gonna start shout-outs before I go
Hit
to
the shadows, baby. Hit the shadows up.
Shout out, Dual Cypher, obviously.
Squad.
Best team, no cap.
Work in progress. We getting it.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all the homies at Vegas, Clifton, Eli, Chester, Joe, all of them.
The goats.
Of course, and shout out to the team.
And I got the team up here.
Scott, Alan.
Everybody.
Alright, let's get into it. So, like I said, I played Pure Snake Eye. Most of this is pretty self-explanatory. I feel like these are in every single Pure Snake Eye deck. No reason not to play them. They're all crazy. You need to. Most of the time I play around Nib, so I use some Temple, put this in spell traps, and I play around it.
Like in our game, that's what happened. He played around the nib. Unfortunately, I didn't have it. And I was like, well, field spell's crazy. That's all I can say. Field spell's insane.
Obviously, field spell.
So you do need to have additional cards to place in your skills.
One original. It's going to be accessed off the pop.
So another question is, like, I seen certain lists play 2 of this. Did you ever think a second one ever comes up in the pure versus the parking list?
You play your deck properly, you only need one, if I'm being honest. Sometimes it's like for follow-up, you'll banish this, put a Flambridge back, and it's banished. It's kind of annoying to get back.
Yeah.
But we play 3 wish, 3 once you can put it back, obviously.
Yeah.
These cards also get to this.
Yeah, so like you just keep cycling.
So like with popular, I'm always adding Temple, play our Nib, just plays into hand traps the best. So like never adding this turn 1 unless I'm starting with these. If you start with that, then I have one to put it back
You have so
again.
many extenders that even this card gets negated. You usually always have a skill in place, so you just use your your
3 modifier.
to make the beyond.
Obviously, the card's crazy.
Bro, he resolved that and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
I played it 1 for 1. I think most peerless play it, to be honest. As you'll see, I don't play
These are the
the
cards you do.
Jet Synchron, I think.
This card does get infirm.
I feel like it's like a little bit
To
more.
be able to actually do it and like do the combo, you just have to not get hand trapped. If I don't get hand trapped, I'm winning the game anyway most of the time.
That is true. I didn't hand trap. Got straight blown out the water.
Right, flex spots, the called by, and reborn. This card is really good in the mirrors. You take the princess.
God, the reborn.
So you can take princess with it. And like that's one less interaction you have to play through.
Yeah, you're moved from the grave. And you
Also an
need a lot
extender
of-
if you need to. It's like really good.
We play the one.
And for a non-engine, the deck plays
Don't have to
a shit ton. Spear.
literally a brick.
So I kind of went with the Word Breaker.
Always come up.
These cards. This card's god. Should be in every single deck. This card is the more questionable one.
I've tried playing without it. I've missed it.
At locals, people are going to play into it more than at a big event. So if I was at Vegas, for example, I probably wouldn't have this in my main deck. But as of right now, it's
Would you
crazy.
still consider playing it with like you put it in your side more or just cut it completely? Or like bigger events?
So for bigger events, like if you don't play this, you have 2 extra spots in your deck. You can play Magician Souls as
Oh,
an
the
extra
souls.
extender.
Yeah, I've seen that
I'd
one.
probably play that, just a little bit more consistency, plus something starts on dark if you crash, which it can come up. This card is good for me.
To bring the
Shout out Tyler.
Oh, it hurt so much.
I was trying 2 of these today.
Oh, what's up with the econ, bro? Explain it.
So it was in Wilkins' list. This is where I saw it originally. Him and Sam Yi from the YCS.
It just makes the one card so much more.
Like going first, if you set it, you can like send anything really and take the Charmers when they try to use it. They don't have Link Arrow. Charmer doesn't resolve.
We're in the side
true, true.
And like, there's a lot of cute plays to play around stuff. Like if you're in a grind, like you have normal Ash for your follow-up, like you always do. If you have this, if it's an impermanent, you can dodge that, take something from their board.
Yeah.
I used it once today. It was pretty good. Definitely need to test more with it before I have a final decision on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then just the best hand traps. 3 Perm, 3 Ash, 3 Ebb. This card's crazy. This card's crazy. People argue about cutting this card. I think they're crazy, to be honest. Like, I don't care if my opponent takes my Ash.
Okay, cool. How many summons is that?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't think it matters. 40 card main. There's arguments to play more in the main. Like a lot of lists are playing 41, 42 range.
So what did you think about Valor? Did you think about Valor not playing it as another hand trap, or you didn't want to play it to like talents or like
playing talents? I think Valor's really good. This would probably be the Valor's. If I was to cut this card, it'd probably be like.
You stop the link 4 from summoning.
I want to say it'd be Valor, but it also could be third Econ if that card's good, and like Souls and something random. Like, I
don't know. That's fair. It's stuff like stuff to be able to play around with.
I think Valor is very strong though, so I want to fit that in somewhere. Tokens.
We played 3 songs.
Rebo,
just to help Russ go first, because some decks are going to be evenly matched.
These are on every single deck. There's no reason to explain these.
The 5 staples.
Also, just generically good card.
Play 2 Princess. A lot of the Peer lists only play 1.
That's what I was wondering. Because I was like, well, you still had lethal, so it didn't matter. I was wondering if you played a second Princess.
That's all we really played for.
So if you play Jet, there's not room for the second most of the time, to be honest. But not playing Jet with 3 extra deck spots. I think the second one comes up enough to warrant playing it. It's really good in the grind too.
Really good.
Play Phoenix, Canal Floodgates. There's also a line if you're doing the OTK with the Raging Phoenix and your opponent has no monsters, you can't Charmer one. You can summon this next to the Atlantis. In battle phase, this can pop your cards as well as your opponent's. So you'll pop this, so you can summon this back and kill them.
And with maybe some more minor tweaks.
Lethal. Thank God that didn't happen to me. I just dab by little guys.
As you've seen, these and Blue Whale, pretty obvious.
Yeah, there we go.
You can end on Blue Whale if you want with the Flamberge. Most of the time, I'm summoning Zealantis to play around Super Poly, but if that card's out of the format,
like in our game, you played around Super Poly, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
There's no reason to do it if Super Poly's out of the format, and keeping this for the OTK is better.
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought about playing a second Zealantis, so I can always play around Super Poly and still have the OTK in my deck. But with Divine Temple, all your guys are huge anyway. It doesn't really matter too much.
If you did have a thought about playing a second one, what would you cut if you was playing it?
If I was to play second this, it would be cutting the Super Polys. This is one I would play, and then 2 extra spots here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Super Poly targets, obviously.
It's a 14, isn't it?
Apo.
You got a 14, don't you?
Obviously.
Yeah, 14 Pro Max, yeah.
I played this card.
Huh?
So
what are you afraid of?
It's mainly for the voiceless deck, because like when I'm summoning a bunch of level 1s, they'll just let me do it. They won't negate, and they'll suck it up. Just deal with it that way. Kill them, This card's also strangely good into other stuff. Like if your opponent talents takes your IP when you activate it, like you can chain to the talents, summon this. Can come up in theory, I guess.
That's fair. Also, it can stop low too.
Yeah, it's been good though for the voiceless especially. It's also like the on summon effect. So like,
just negate
everything's not bad.
It's
You can also negate stuff from grave, so it can negate Princess, which is important. It's come up once or twice in testing. For the side deck, 3 Crow. I'm between this and Bell right now, but I think this is
I think I like DD Crow.
Effectively the same into the Labyrinth matchup because of rollback.
Yeah, just removing the cards and like instead of Bell leaving them there so they can potentially do it again.
There's like an argument for Bell because you can Bell like called by, I guess.
Yeah.
You're gonna be playing Mirrors all day. If they're called buying like an Ash or a Flamberge, they're not using it. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just new and vote.
It takes me
Talk
like,
about that card
it takes me like a day to learn.
3 Eclipse. It's good against voiceless. It's good against Centurion if people try and play it.
Bro, that's almost
It was
like an
locals.
FTK against voiceless, bro.
Yeah, I mean it was locals, so I figured play something for more rogue stuff.
Yeah, let's try it out, so to speak. Yeah.
3 Cosmic.
We ain't gonna talk about the card.
No need to talk about it. Yeah, that card's nice. Flood of Choice, anti-spell. I'm between this and Summon Limit still, but
I kind of like
I think this card is just good enough. Like if I'm full comboing and setting this,
it's done.
90% of the time I'm still winning. It's kind of awkward sometimes though because 1 Ash just makes SP super easy. Just pop. So like people can SP it pretty easy, but they're using a lot of resources to make it.
Yeah, to be able
I'm
to
probably still winning.
Anti-spell.
And this is the card I tried today, 3 Dogwood.
Did it ever come up?
I put it in my deck once today against Fire King. Didn't draw it, but even outside of it being a time card, which obviously it is a time card too, but outside of that, and like the Fire King mirror, or against Fire King, the Snake Eye mirror, it's like pseudo maxi.
Yeah. Because then it challenges them, like, you want a combo? I'm going to gain a bunch of life.
If they still combo, I gain a bunch of life, and they can basically never kill me in one turn. Time card.
Kind of like you force out a grind game almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if I'm not dying, then we're going to have this back and forth.
And a lot of
interaction.
like the time the Fire King's matchup, especially I found, is like pretty grindy. So like you'll be maybe 5-10 minutes left in game 3. You put it in and not really fear the time as much.
Yeah.
People are playing like Agave Dragon and Scattershot. I know Cam Neal played both of those and these at the UDS.
I ain't never going to time
I
code.
mean, I think that's a bit excessive. Maybe Agave as well as these.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
The only
depends
card
on-
in the side is I cut these and play like the Delta and Gamma stuff like Jesse was playing. I think Delta's fairly impactful. Hitting original is like pretty good. But I think that card is also like a lot of investment in the side deck because you have to play 3 Delta, Gamma, and Driver. There's 5 slots on the
5
side.
slots. Oof.
It's a lot, I
Yeah.
think.
And like your side is like already tight for like specific
Exactly.
interactions. But
These cards are like, these 6, I would say, aren't mandatory. These 3 are, I think. I think this is probably mandatory. This is the card you could cut. Like, cut these and play those 5 and like something random as the last card. I don't know. It might be worth testing, but I was happy with this today. It was fine.
sounds good to me. He also clapped us up, so
I did
it's
clap
terrible.
up Tyler.
You'll get to
on the
see it
channel.
on the channel. It hurt my soul. It was so bad. But
That's it.
later.